What is supply and demand in a capitalist economy? Imagine walking into a busy marketplace where the prices of fruits and vegetables change every day. That's a perfect example of how supply and demand work in a capitalist economy. These two ideas are the backbone of how markets operate and how prices are set. Supply is all about how much of a product or service producers are willing to sell at different prices. When prices go up, producers usually want to sell more because they can make more money. For example, if the price of apples rises, farmers might plant more apple trees or harvest more apples to sell. Demand, on the other hand, is how much consumers want to buy at different prices. When prices increase, people often buy less because they might find other options or decide not to buy at all. The point where supply and demand meet is called the market equilibrium. At this price, the amount of goods producers want to sell matches the amount consumers want to buy. There are no shortages or surpluses at this point. If the price is too high, producers might produce more than people want to buy, creating a surplus. If the price is too low, demand might outstrip supply, leading to shortages. Many factors can influence supply and demand. For supply, things like the cost of raw materials, new technology, government taxes or subsidies, and how easy it is to produce goods can all change how much is available. For example, if the cost of steel drops, car manufacturers might produce more cars because it becomes cheaper to build them. Demand can be affected by consumer income, preferences, prices of related goods, and advertising. If people start earning more money, they might buy more luxury items like designer clothes or high-end electronics. If a new smartphone model is released with exciting features, demand for it might skyrocket. In a capitalist system, supply and demand help decide what gets produced and at what price. Businesses respond to these signals by adjusting their production and prices to meet consumer needs. This process encourages innovation because companies want to create better or cheaper products to attract buyers. It also helps allocate resources efficiently, making sure goods and services go where they are most wanted. So, supply and demand are not just simple ideas. They are the driving forces behind the everyday functioning of markets. They shape prices, influence how much gets made, and guide what consumers choose to buy. Understanding these concepts helps us see how markets work and how businesses and consumers interact in a capitalist economy.